Hello everybody! So we recently covered the 2023 Lexus GX, and even though it's a reliable, charming, old-school luxury SUV, it's hard to deny that it's old. As a matter of fact, this generation came out when I was in the 6th grade for reference. But Lexus has confirmed that a new GX is on the way. And it's Future Friday, so you know what that means. We're going to break it down and tell you everything we know and expect. Alright, so we do have a really detailed rendering to look at, but first let's start off with what Lexus has actually confirmed. So they put out a couple teasers, so we'll go ahead and take a look at those. First off, we have this picture right here. This is a photo of a headlight, as you can tell. This by itself doesn't really tell us much, but it really helps in making a realistic rendering, which we will look at in just a second. Now, what I can get a little bit more information from is this photo right here. This is a photo of the middle of the rear end. As you can see, looks like part of the full-length tail light. So I guess we can confirm it does have a full-length light bar in the back. More importantly, though, it shows that the GX is dusty, which hits at the rugged off-road capability that GX has always been known for. This confirms that GX will not become a soft crossover. That's what the upcoming TX will be for, and we'll talk about that probably next week. But as for now, like I said, that really just kind of can put your mind at ease that this is still going to keep those same roots that it's always had. 2021 was actually the third highest sales of the GX since its introduction in 2002. That's despite the age. So it's clear that there is definitely still a lot of demand for this kind of rugged, real SUV formula. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this rendering. So first off, I do want to thank Kalesa.ru for this rendering. And what's really cool about this is since Lexus has put out those official images, he could put in those elements into the rendering. So as you can see right here, first off with that headlight, that exact headlight is right there represented in this rendering. Really makes this hyper realistic. So as you can see, I think this really is what the GX is going to look like. The all-new 2024 model, I think, is going to capture a lot of these elements because this really looks like it would fit perfectly within that Lexus lineup. It looks a lot like the new LX, which I think is a good thing. And let's look at some of these elements. As you can see, what we're looking at would be representative of a future F-Sport model. So we've got the blacked out spindle grille. This is finished in the more aggressive mesh. And we also have the larger elements over here on the side, giving it that more aggressive look, as well as this silver element along the bottom. Again, those updated signature triple beam LED headlights, which look quite nice as well. Obviously, wheel designs, that will be up to Lexus. I do actually like these though, because they strike a good balance between sporty and rugged looking. I do expect that the side profile here will also carry this kind of design, more slab-sided, once again, to really help bolster that tough, rugged image that people are looking for in the GX. Let's head to the back. So as I kind of blow up this image into the rear, you can see, again, those elements from the official picture integrated in, namely right there in the center. You can see we got that black strip that goes across with Lexus branding. Then you have the full-length LED taillight that's running across the back. That kind of bleeds into a smooth-looking taillight. I'm thinking that that's going to be actually a little bit chunkier. I wouldn't be surprised if Lexus kind of squares that off a little bit or makes it a little thicker, again, just to make it look more rugged. And of course, one of the things that I think is almost 100% going to happen is that the GX will switch to a traditional tailgate. As you know, the current model has that side opening tailgate. That's a little bit weird, especially here in America. I definitely think they're going to switch to a traditional tailgate, although it does kind of look like the glass might open on this rendering, so that's pretty cool. But what do you think of the look? Go ahead and comment below your thoughts. Would you buy something that looks like this? Are you expecting something different, something better, something worse? Go ahead and comment your thoughts down below. Now, before we move on to the interior, I do want to go ahead and mention, for those of you wondering, where is Mason? Well, he's actually on his honeymoon with his new wife, so don't worry, he will be back soon. Anyways, let's talk about the interior. Now, first off, there's no confirmed images or teasers of the interior specifically for this all-new GX, but we can speculate just a little bit. Things that are not going to change. Lots of leather, lots of wood. You know, having that kind of mini LX vibe, I think, is absolutely going to stick around for this new generation. But the big thing that's going to change is going to be technology. We're going to see all the latest stuff integrated into the next generation GX. So gone will be that little pitiful display. We're going to switch that out for at least a 14-inch display like you have in the RX. We also are going to have, of course, signature Mark Levinson audio. And I would expect overall that's probably just going to be a little bit more spacious accommodations to the interior as well, although it won't be radically bigger because, once again, I think that's where that upcoming TX model is going to step in. That's going to be the biggest option in the Lexus lineup. But let's go ahead and talk about the powertrain options. Now, again, we don't have anything official here, but we do have what we think are really good guesses. Now, obviously, the GX will continue to share a platform with the upcoming Toyota Land Cruiser Prado overseas and also the new, yet-to-be-announced Toyota 4Runner. This is going to be a shortened version of the TNGA F platform that underpins the Sequoia and Lexus LX as well. Now, as far as engine choices, that current 4.6-liter V8 is definitely gone. That only was making 301 horsepower, so expecting some forced induction engines to replace it. We're actually expecting to be specific the iForce powertrain options that we see in the other models. So it's going to be a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, should be making about 389 horsepower. And then also having the option of a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 with hybrid powertrain, so that would be the iForce Max Hybrid. 437 horsepower in that and 583 pound-feet of torque. However, that one is a little shaky because if you actually know about the Lexus LX, it does not offer that, but the Toyota Sequoia does offer that. So we'll see if Toyota decides to add that into the new generation of the GX. I certainly hope they do, because having that additional power and additional fuel economy is very beneficial to the ownership experience. Now, pricing. How much do we expect that this is going to cost? Well, we would estimate about a 10% price increase. That seems to be what a lot of new generation products have been doing recently. And obviously, it's going to be a big step up from the previous generation. That would put us at a starting price of $64,900 relative to what is the 2023 model's price. And I would say it would end in the mid-80s, which is before you get to the LX territory. So right now on the screen, I actually have the Lexus LX up. And as you can see, we have a starting price of $92,000. So I would say, you know, that would be a comfortable amount of gap between the two models if the top-end GX was about $85,000 or less. And then finally, when it comes to availability, I've got some big news to tell you guys. We're not going to have to wait too long to learn all the full details about this product. So on the Lexus Europe website, we have a confirmed world premiere of the all-new GX on June 9th, and I'm happy to announce that Mason and I will both be there to watch that live, and we'll be making video content. So we will be there on the ground giving you guys a first look coming to the channel. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Future Friday video. Like I just mentioned, obviously, stay tuned to the channel because we are going to go hands-on with this exciting new Lexus GX. Can't wait to share with you guys all the details of this product, and you're going to see it here on this channel. So go down below, click subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you won't miss it when it does post on June 9th. If you haven't already, follow us on TikTok and Instagram as well for shorter forms of content as well as photographs. And we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.